Have you ever noticed that Christmas gifts you don't expect are always the best? New Life 91.9 listeners Brian and Bethany were simply going through life when they suddenly received a gift they not only weren't expecting, they didn't even know they needed it.
I wouldn't say there was anything wrong in our marriage or in our household. It was just, there was no faith in our life whatsoever. There was no prayer, there was no devotional time or anything like that. So, I mean, we were just kind of, the best way I can describe it, we were just doing our thing.
You know, we just kind of scooted through day to day, and at that point, things were going well. We never realized anything was missing.
So, you know, wintertime 2009 rolls around, and you know, I'm a huge fan of Christmas music. So I had known that there was a handful of stations, a small handful of stations that played Christmas music, and you know, one of them was 91.9. So I put that on around December, and just kept it on in the car. So I kept the station on after Christmas when they revert to their normal programming, which is you know, praise and worship music, and really enjoyed it. And you know, the message continued between songs, and it just kept speaking to me. And then so ultimately, you know, we both made the decision. All right, let's just do it. What's the worst that can happen, right? You know, we'll just go to church, and if it's not for us, then we'll leave.
So we came January 10th, and I mean, it was definitely, you could feel the presence in here, and I heard him, you know, just, this is where we're supposed to be, and completely overwhelmed with emotion. And
it was Easter of that year. We both basically threw our hands up and gave our lives to Christ. And so I'd say since then, just as a whole, I mean, God has been the center of our life. And now we've actually got direction. I mean, we know where we're striving for, we know where we're going.
the station is on in our car all the time. My children, they know if more than half the songs, you know, and we sing it, and you know, worship in the car, and again, it's just part of our life now. Something we did not have growing up.
I'd say God used 91.9 in my life to get me in the door of this building. Were it not for the message that I heard daily, listening to it, I don't think that I would have surrendered and thrown my hands up and said, all right, let me just walk into a church. I don't think that would have happened.
So our home is totally different. You know, our home is a joyful place. Not always, you know, we still have young children and our challenges, but it is so different now, and we come home happy to each other, which is awesome. And through going to church, we also have learned about giving back and tithing and all that. And I know for us and for Brian, 91.9 is a piece of that.
Christmas music played on New Life 91.9 made it possible for Brian and Bethany to open the unexpected gift of a new life in Christ. And isn't new life what Christmas is really all about? Your gifts make stories like this possible every day of the year. Every dollar makes a difference.